Okay, yes.
Hello and welcome back to YCS Prague 2017. Yeah. Okay. So I had the between the round, I had the team lead of deck check just walk in, and she just said to me, "I have your feature match for next round." I was like, "Oh, okay. What you know? What's going on now? What's going on with the feature match?"
What's going on?
And it's Billy Break versus Bohdan Temnyk.
So that's happening in a moment.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, Billy Break playing 60 card Infernoid Zoo, whereas we have Bohdan who is just playing pure Zoo, I believe.
About as standard as you can possibly get
Yeah,
it.
probably a really standard deck.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can't miss it. Like one of the best American players, one of the best Australian players playing in Europe.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah, they
that's a
traveled.
must.
They traveled
Yeah.
really far
from
to-
each other to play in a different country. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Apparently, I think Billy beat Bohdan in the last YCS Atlanta.
Ooh.
So Bohdan was kind of like, "Yeah, you're never going to beat me again." So
let's see.
that was
It's
an
time
that was
for revenge.
Yeah, exactly. That was an awful impression of Bohdan, but yeah. Let's
do it.
it.
Let's go straight to the
Let's get
table.
to the table and have a look at this match. Wow, you can't look more relaxed in the feature match area.
Yeah.
Billy is like laying down.
Enjoying the share.
Yeah, like, yep, we can start. Yes, yes.
Oh.
I love the way that he rolls a dice.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, there it is.
Okay.
Okay, so
Talk us through this matchup to begin with.
okay, Billy got the Darrow, which is really important because Bohdan is playing the Luna-like combo we talked about a lot,
Yeah.
and we'll finally get to see it. And he actually drew the Luna-like Black Ship, which isn't great. You want to search it rather than drawing it, but yeah. Usually this matchup comes down to whether the Infernoid player can resolve a Void Feast turn 1, which is extremely powerful, or of course the Grasslook Screener, which is the key card of the deck.
Yep.
And
Always a nice normal summon.
yeah, which did Billy Break actually decided to change his deck from the last YCS, where he also played this deck, and he's not playing Left Arm Offering, so he's only playing the 3 copies of the Grasslook Trainer. If he gets it, he gets. Oh, yeah, and if not, then that's fine.
So Decatron.
Yeah, this is
Straight
the
up.
usual opening. You play the 1 Antra so that you can do this if you draw Armadic, and he's just gonna go through the regular Zoo combo, and probably end with Kagutsushi, a card we talked about yesterday that lets you mill 5 cards from your deck, so a small Grasslook Screener. And let's see, Bohdan has the XYZ Universe. We talked about this as well. It's a pretty good touch cards, and definitely for going second rather than first. And as long as you can force out the Trident, it becomes really good, because you get to use them and summon any good big XYZ like Felgrand, Hyuga.
I love Zoodiac. It's all like, you like rapiers? I like
Yeah.
rapiers. Have another one. Just
Yeah.
take another one there.
Wow, you can like this is one thing that even our tech team know about Billy Break, that as soon as he knows exactly which line of plays he's going down, he just gets on with it.
Yeah,
He's just absolutely making these plays.
We're all on the Billy Break hype train.
Yeah.
Like, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, both of these players are like absolute legends from their own countries.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy obviously showed us from the last YCS that that he can take on the Europeans.
Yeah.
And I think Bohdan probably saw that happening and thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a go.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Yeah.
Not that he thought to himself, I'm going to meet Billy in round 4.
Probably not. What are the odds? Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
I mean, yeah, when you always find your friends between rounds, and you're kind of like, oh, what's your score? Oh, I just lost to Billy Break. It's like, oh, I lost to Bohdan. It's not like it's not really a loss at that point.
Yeah, and the psychological part is also relevant. Like, I see a lot of the times when you play against a less experienced player, they're just gonna be stressful because you're playing against a notorious one. So
I don't think I've seen Billy's hands stop moving. This
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
like we're still in turn 1.
So he has a pretty good, let's say, small combo, which is Twin Twister and Fairy Tails now.
Yeah.
So he can do that whenever he wants. But he doesn't actually
have
have
a lot.
any trap. So as long as Bohdan has some disruption, he might come down. But
So he decided to end with Emerald instead of Kagasuchi. Yeah.
yeah, he did. Probably looking for. It makes sense if you don't draw anything that good, because you can get the Grassroots Ruiner, Void Imagination, Void Feast, all those good cards like Vanishment. That's what I mean. Okay, so
Super
doesn't look
standard
like
opening here.
yeah, Bohdan has a response though. So what he does is, as I said, force out
So
Trident.
Universe.
Yeah, so that he can use Universe. So if they talk to each other, I'm sure Billy knows that he's maining Universe, so he might read this as a, okay, yes, Universe, and I will equip Whiptail in the end phase to the Trident, so I can use it the next turn. So that's what I expect from Billy. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Also, Billy does have the Twin Twister, so he surely will use the Twin Twister first and then see if he hits the Universe.
Yeah, he has to set like all of his
Yeah.
cards, including.
No, he does have the Twin Twister as well, so
Ah, okay, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, completely unimpeded.
Does
that
make
Icy
sense.
Universe.
But now Billy has to use the Whiptail in the end phase. If he does make the read, let's see.
He's thinking about it. He's
Yeah, you can see he's thinking
definitely-
about it.
wow. To see two like giants of Yu-Gi-Oh go up against each other in like round
He
4
does.
is just.
So well played, Billy. He does read that there is an XYZ universe face down.
Of course he does. It's Billy.
I don't. No comment.
So what does that mean now then? So he's not got the.
I mean, what's the other face down for? Is it a strike or?
Yeah, strike.
So yeah, it's still okay because he's gonna clear the whole board.
Yeah, that's the
and
whole board.
Yeah. So yeah, everything is gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty big swing of momentum.
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty good, but that's not good enough actually because Billy. It depends what he has. I'm
This
pretty
is what
sure
Billy
he has
has
an
in his hand.
Yeah, so he can just go Fairy Tails now to cover the red flare and then Armadic to destroy it.
Yeah.
So let's see what he wants to do. He did draw another Twin Twister, I believe. Yeah.
The other thing that Bohdan's got is a Whiptail in hand
Yeah.
and that Flare Dragon on the field.
So yeah, the line of play is definitely that. Yeah. I don't think, does he play Levier or Billy? I don't think so. Yeah, he does not. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he will do the Fairy Tails now and then Armadic. Yeah.
Both players really explosive start here.
So he takes 500 damage and then Red Flare is face down, so its effect is not relevant.
Yeah.
And he will destroy it later on with Armadic. Which is still a quite powerful combo, to be honest.
Is Armadic only? I thought it was only face ups. I could be wrong.
No. I
is
don't
it
think
both?
so.
up there?
It's both.
I think it's face down as well. You can check, but I'm pretty positive it's face down as well. And this is actually a good combo because now
Yeah, there we go. He's
next
just done
turn,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just one monster.
yeah.
There's one of the Infernoids that's face ups.
So the good thing about this is that he can use Armadic's second effect next turn to banish anything from Bohdan Grave and still use the Fairy Tail Netherlawn to have the effect.
And he's
So
setting Twin Twister stake even the
Yeah.
Tekaton in hand. So
he's
that
not
got
in the
to
best
discard.
position, but he's pretty decent.
Yeah.
turn
Considering
events.
how low on cards both the players are.
Yep.
Somebody in a Whiptail. There's a My Body's a Shield in hand.
That doesn't do much, but yeah. Yeah, I believe he's gonna do what I said. So Fairy Tail, banish the rat,
And then just banish everything.
and bring it back. Probably has a few cards left.
Yeah, 6 cards and then just one more.
Yeah.
Wow.
No surprise. And now he actually has the let's see, he has the Takaton, which is not that good, but
So Billy currently has 2 banish piles.
What's he going to draw into?
yeah. No, okay.
Fixed.
What's that draw? Keeping me in suspense here. Come on, Ryan.
I think Bohdan got
You
really
get Terror
unlucky here.
Trap? I don't know.
Bohdan got really unlucky in this game.
Yeah, he got Terror
Terror
Top.
Top, yep.
Yeah. Not the worst, honestly.
Fairy Tale beatdown.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind Bohdan position right now because he can get anything that's not a tanky or a barrage because that works into Twin Twister.
Here you got Xyz
Yeah.
Universe.
Ah, wow. Yeah,
cool.
Bohdan calls it a day
That was
there.
a swift game 1 for Billy.
Yeah.
Wow.
A strange game 1 because honestly they didn't get to play nearly to the potential of their decks. It was quite a simple game state with small monsters like a Fairy Tale beating.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ooh, Billy's
That's
looking
how
a
it
bit.
goes.
I was about to say Billy's looking a bit more serious now, and then he just cracked up. So
I spoke to Billy just before round 1. He said he was feeling pretty tired, actually.
yeah.
I think the jet lag must have hit him. So the Jackie was stood next to him. She was saying, yeah, we both woke up at 5 a.m.
yeah,
That's what happened. That's what happens when you travel forwards.
we remember.
Yeah, from Sydney.
We remember. Waking
Yeah.
up at 4 a.m. for a few weeks after we were in Sydney.
Yeah, that was
Ooh,
pretty
That
bad.
was not cool.
Yeah. So,
So-
in which we saw Bohdan.
Yes, we did
Sydney.
see Bohdan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took second place, only losing to Michael Duke in the final.
Yep. So I think it's because of Michael's funny hat.
You think he won? He won against Bohdan because of the funny hat.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it works. Surely you must know this. You've
Yeah.
been doing coverage for a long time. You've been a player for a very long time. You know, the person with the funny hat always wins.
Yeah.
It's just how it works. That's a reference to the person that put I will wear a funny hat when they were asking for a feature match through our deck submission.
Yeah. So let's let's talk a little bit more about the side decks here. Is there anything interesting in these side decks?
Well, on Bohdan's side, everything is pretty standard except for Forbidden Lands, which is not really relevant in this matchup. It's probably for the Paleozoic.
Yeah.
And the Draining Mirror Force, which might come up, but I doubt he's gonna side it when he goes first anyway.
Yeah.
And Billy instead has a pretty good side deck,
Yeah.
completely split in half. He has half of the cards when he goes second, which are Kaijus and Interrupted Kaiju Slumber,
Yep.
along with extra DD Crows. And then when he goes first, he goes more into a control base, then he sides a lot of traps. So Solemn Strikes, the Third Dimensional Barrier, and Skill Drain. That's
Yeah.
a card we haven't seen in a while.
Man, I love Skill Drain.
Yeah, it's so cool. So I think Bohdan has definitely chosen the option of I'm just gonna play this really standard build and I'm gonna play it better than everyone else in the room.
Yeah, kind of. He has really standard build, as I said. Yeah, he probably is thinking I can beat the average player in the room, and then I'm gonna have to play against a better player, and we'll see. And having the Luna-like combo is now really favoring him too, because unless Brilly draws one of those DD Crows, he's gonna have a really good setup.
Yeah.
And he will be able to draw in the cards like Anti-Spell Fragrance, Chain Disappearance, which is probably siding in. We will see. So
What does playing a 60 card deck really make in deck building difference?
a lot, because Entrops matters a lot. Like for example, when you usually have a free off in your deck, the chance is 33% to draw it. And when you play a 60 card deck, it actually lowers almost to 16%, so that's a lot. And that matters, for example, the Maxi, which is great if you see it in the first turn. You might draw it, like in 60 card, you're going to draw it a lot more later on, and it might not be as good. That's why I know a lot of people are actually cutting it today in the 60 card Paleo deck is popular. And yeah, you have to change. As we said, Billy Break has 7 cards for going first, 8 cards for going second, and that makes sense in a 60 card deck. You can't side just a chew off or a free off. You have to side huge amount of cards so that you see this.
To make a change to how your game plan is
exactly,
going to be.
because otherwise they don't do enough. Like
Yeah, they don't change. They don't change your deck style.
yeah, because I said a
enough.
16% change is nothing, almost. So you need higher numbers.
Whilst you guys were just talking about that there, I was just watching Bohdan's side, and it's interesting just to watch his process, to go through it all.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people I see side don't quite side the way that Bohdan just sided.
Yeah.
He's
But
very, very analytical. Took a very, very long time to think
Yeah,
about
which-
every single card.
Yeah, I think it's actually the longest time it's
Yeah.
taken for people to side today.
which isn't though that great, because he's not necessarily analytical. It might also means that he's not that prepared against that matchup, because
Yeah.
If you are prepared against that, you don't need to think too much about what to say. Well, he really stood there, and outside of the anti-spell fragrance, I see that he was thinking about chain disappearance a lot, about yeah, all the other cards. So we'll see. Here they go.
Trying to cut a 60 card deck.
Yeah. Pile shuffling it isn't what you want to do, yeah.
Just giving Billy's deck a proper shuffle there.
Yeah.
Well, he's like,
Okay.
just give me my deck back.
Barrage is there. Did
Crow.
go. So, does Billy has an end shop? Because this is Luna Light combo. Let's see.
I think somebody just fell over in the main event hall there.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard a big crash. So, Ratpier?
Yeah,
Bohdan's going first here.
yeah, it's literally. Does
He's got his
Billy
Ceratop.
have anything, or
That's what I'm just trying to find out.
because otherwise this is gonna be Totem Beard plus Luna Light combo, which for anyone who doesn't know it means that you go through your regular combo, then you add Fusion Subsidite with Luna Light Black Sheep, and you make Northern the old-fashioned way, so with Chew XYZ, and you basically extend your combos and draw in the end 3 cards. So yeah, Billy doesn't have an end shop, so this is gonna be rough.
Yeah. Wow, big combo here for Bohdan. I'm sure that he's going to be able to...
Yeah. He has 3 draws and the option with Barrage to summon Throwblade for a 4th draw, so that's really good.
Ceratop's been absolutely huge for the longest time now.
Yeah, he's just thinking how to play the best around possible end shops Billy might have, but yeah. When he finds out Billy doesn't have any, the result will be pretty obvious. Yeah, he plays around Maxi, so. Makes sense.
So, exactly what Marcello said here. Totem Bird.
Makes me happy Totem Bird seeing play.
Yeah, I like Totem Bird. Looks cool.
Pretty cool. The combo takes ages to do, so we're gonna wait for a little while, and in the end we're gonna see the 3 cards that Bohdan will draw.
Just all these cards from nowhere.
Yep.
And that is this format.
And the Black Sheep is the icing on the cake on that. It's just like you already drew a lot, and now you draw even more. So
Just the
Yeah.
icing on the cake.
yeah,
Billy's just saying, no, I don't need to shuffle now. I'll shuffle later.
yeah, it's like
Billy Breaks all like, come on, man, you played in Worlds. we shuffle after you've finished surgery.
yeah.
It's always strange shuffling
Mhm.
the World Championships.
Oh, yes. Takes a very, very long time. This
Yeah,
is
he's
fly.
telling him do anything, yeah. Because as I said, the combo does take ages. So also when I was testing, we were literally just doing it without even shuffling that much, because so many. Yeah, he
Just
won. Yeah,
put his
Rat
main deck
Fears in the
monsters
extra deck.
in the
Yeah.
extra deck. Yeah, I guess at this point you're so experienced with this combo, it's just autopilot.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even
Billy
cut. So
still
yeah.
doesn't need to.
Now Northern is going to come.
Yeah. So the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
And it's the
Yeah.
first time on stream we've ever seen Norden created properly.
There's a lot of time for firsts
Yeah.
on this stream.
Bro, again, Broad Bull.
Yeah. So again, making Broad Bull in the regular way,
Yeah.
as opposed to the special way.
The touch Northern and then Dryad. But he also has the barrage, so he might change here
Go
and there.
even further.
Yeah.
Wow, what an opening here from Bohdan.
Does he? Yeah. I don't like this though, because By using barrage now, he's risking. I know it's like a really slow percentage, but he's risking to draw the third rat pier with throw blade. Well, if he made Raiden first, he would have avoided that. So I don't know why he did, unless he did draw it. So yeah, he's risking it right now.
Just drawing more and more cards.
Billy doesn't let him take back the barrage, which is reasonable. This is a YCS, but yeah. Because Bohdan changed his mind throughout the combo, but yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's understandable.
Yeah, it's not like you can blame him.
No, I remember that actually happened in the finals of Bohdan,
Yeah,
Billy
but
versus Joshua.
Joshua actually let him take it back, which is really something I think few people would have done.
Yeah.
So it's honorable.
Just
Another
keep
emerald,
moving.
and we are done.
Just keep going.
We're almost there. Here we
Still
go.
going.
Yeah, almost there. Bull is back. Oh yeah,
And we're done. Are we done?
Yeah, we are done. Just gonna set the traps and that's it.
That's a few
He didn't get any, I think, though. Yeah, he doesn't have any trap right now.
No, he doesn't.
Pretty bad draws right now. Does he get one? Yeah, oh no, anti-spell.
Oh, that's a pretty
Wow.
good one.
That is really good.
You still got Diddy Crow, I guess.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. Well,
Billy
you
does
can't
have.
set that.
Billy does have twin twisters.
Oh, and Diddy Crow has a 6th card. That must feel bad for Billy.
Yes, the twin twisters now. Probably discarding the Diddy Crow.
Yeah, but yeah, this game.
He's got Totem Bird, so I guess it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I guess he can. Yeah, he has the twin twisters.
Yeah, no, there is.
There's no way out here. Are we trying to figure out a way out when there's not a way out?
No. Like the only, I mean, he does have the Void Feast, so he can potentially go into the Twin Twister if he wants to.
That's going to get negated by Totem Bird.
Yeah, I know, and then make like Gameshul and try to win with Void Feast, and but that doesn't do much. So
Yeah,
you might
you'd
as well
have to
hold
set the
into
Void
it.
Feast.
Yeah, the thing is that if you wait, you have to get rid of Tottenberg, because Void Feast is literally all you have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, but he doesn't do Gamma Shell.
Yeah, you'd think you would do that on at least Totem Bird or Raiden.
Yeah, you have to do it on Tottenberg, because I'm pretty sure Bohdan is not going to respect, as I said, any traps. So yeah.
Yeah.
Still looking super rough, but yeah. Gotta try.
Yeah. Again, you know, you're a YCS. Why would you?
No reason to.
preemptively?
Another Diddy Crow from Bohdan. Yeah, this is.
So we've already been through their side decks.
Mhm.
So I guess not much to say about this second game. Sorry, there's Bohdan has a huge field here,
Yeah.
and Billy kind of is just letting it happen.
Yeah, if you would have drawn the anti-spell with the last card, it could have been differently. But
Gamma Seal, the Totem Bird.
But yeah,
and then
it's
off he
also
goes.
understandable because he drew 4 cards, so
Yeah.
you're gonna get at least a drop, like. So
Yeah, I guess, and even he's got several trap cards that it could have been
yeah,
to make it make it a complete, showstopper.
Yeah.
He's got D-barriers as well, hasn't he?
Bohdan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can draw a lot. Yeah, he has also chain disappearance. A lot of traps you could have drawn into.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get any until the last minute. So yeah, the Diddy Crow happens. Something that quite surprising is that Bohdan didn't shuffle back the Augusto Emerald turn 1, because that's the usual Unilight combo. You use the second Emerald to put back the first Emerald, but he didn't. He chose to put back the Tiger Mortar.
Yeah.
And now he's without Emeralds for the rest of the game. Which shouldn't last that long, but yeah, still.
Bohdan here is just trying to decide.
Yeah,
Exactly what he wants to
I
do.
mean, you know that's a 60 card Infernoid. He's like, should I respect any form of mass removal? But you shouldn't. So I'm pretty sure he's not gonna do that and try to
Yeah.
push for game.
Yeah, but I guess running into like a storming or something.
Yeah, that would be a terrible, of course. But how can you respect that in 60 card Infernoid? Like,
Yeah.
you really can't, because honestly, if he doesn't push for game here, he's risking it, because Billy is gonna have a Twin Twister, a Void Feast, which he doesn't need to use right now, so he could use later on after he uses Banishment next turn. So
Yeah, I guess Bohdan is just running the numbers in his head at this point.
yeah,
When he's flipped over that barrage, it makes me think like he's gonna.
yeah,
Go
he's definitely gonna
places.
go for it. We will see.
Yeah, it's always easy for us to say with all this information of what they've got in their hands and on the table and things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, we already said they are both experienced, so I don't see how they didn't come up with a similar situation already. So
Yeah.
this is probably a whip tail. Yeah. And this is already threatening game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much attack do you think he can get on the field?
Right now,
Yeah.
he has 4,300. Yeah, 8,300 total. That's what I mean.
Can he get any more?
From end, surely, but like, he doesn't really need to commit
Yeah.
even more right now, because he has game if Billy doesn't have anything.
I don't think Billy does.
No, he has the Void Feast,
Oh yes, he does.
so he can use that to survive. But yeah,
Yeah. Still, yeah.
It's
it's not that bad, because I think Bohdan has the Raigeki maybe set for the anti-spell and double DD Crow, so it doesn't really matter if he
Yeah, he has
doesn't
got
win,
Raigeki.
as long as that works. Because he's gonna DD Crow the big Infernoids Billy sends, and
He does have 2 DD crows as well.
yeah, he does. So yeah,
So-
he's gonna chain a Dryden probably on.
Yeah, you would think so.
Still gets the effect, but yeah.
Yeah.
So as to when, I think, yeah, I think it's Emerald attacking right now. From the life point score we have,
Yeah.
and he already took the whip tail and throw, but we'll see.
So he's not going to lose right now,
No.
but he's got a uphill battle next turn,
Yeah.
to say the least.
How much attack does Sijet have, the Infernoid on the field? I think it's like 2-4 or
Let's have a
24?
look.
Yeah,
Or
it's
22?
quite a big monster. Six levels.
2400.
24, right, yeah.
So he gets to keep it at least. The VAT, yeah.
Yeah.
He may as well use its effect, no?
He could have, yeah.
Maybe he is still shuffling from the Void Feast.
Yeah. No, because Decathlon is already gone, so. I mean, does he crash for real?
Looks like it.
Yeah, because he banished it, but yeah, that's not too good. Okay. He has one more, yeah, okay then.
Yeah, he's got the whip tail in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know it, but yeah. That's 100 damage and 22 damage more from the Gameshul. Yeah, that's banished, not in graveyard though. Yeah, that's banished from the whip tail. Shouldn't be in grave.
think he's using a combo here.
Probably doesn't matter, but yeah.
Yeah,
They will probably catch it. So let's see. You should banish that. So let's see. Yeah, Bohdan is still looking pretty confident. So probably gonna make a second trident over. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's just a huge field.
Not impossible to come back though.
No.
Not that threatening right now. Surprisingly, didn't make the second trident. I guess he's scared there is a face down Dark Hole or Regeki or Slumber, which is reasonable to be honest.
There was a face down Regeki for Bohdan anyway.
No, I mean
Yeah.
for Billy, yeah.
Okay.
Which is why he didn't make it, and that's totally reasonable, I guess.
Yeah.
He has to. Did he crow? Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, but they should banish that one, because now it becomes relevant.
Just having a quick look up and down the pairings for this round, there's a lot of good players up at the top. Like, a lot of good players. Can't even name them all. Interesting. So suddenly this, like, you know, rocket start from Billy, and then now the game has slowed down a whole bunch going to the second game.
There's the Twin Twister.
Twin Twister comes up. Yeah, that's not, it's not monsters. Okay. Thank you.
Strange.
Wow.
I think he wants to stop Bohdan from playing anything as well.
Okay, so Atondel is summoned.
So the Sujeti is still in the graveyard.
Yes, the
We need to
Sujeti
get
is still in the
next
graveyard, but yeah, they will go tell him. And right now it didn't come up yet, so
Yeah,
luckily
no
that's a good thing.
Yeah. So is that a Tondo?
Yeah,
Yep,
Atondel,
it's a
but yeah,
Tondo.
Dryden just deals with it, and
Yeah.
I don't think Billy is in that great of a position. He does have the Zoodiac Barrage, so he's now gonna combo off, which is great. But let's see.
But do you think it's enough to save him from taking that last 300 points of damage? Especially with like piercing out. If he can keep Bohdan can keep anything out, maybe get something with piercing.
Now this Diddy Crow is yeah, it's still relevant because he went through the all red combo and just might be able to come back, to be honest. It's not impossible. But
here we go. Gonna see another Zoo combo. Okay, I'm being told that he tributed Sujeti.
but he didn't banish anything, so maybe change the combo or.
Probably, yeah, that's what I think. I think he targeted something.
Okay, because we
and
didn't
then changed the combo.
get to see the target. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why he's solo in life points down. But yeah, good to catch it.
I'm kind of glad we don't shoutcast every single move, because we'd have to like just one of us do it at a time, because we'd have no voice by this round.
Yeah, and especially when there are two experienced players, they don't always have to like say everything.
Yeah.
They just know what they're doing and they just tell him. So
yeah,
and they go as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
I summon Ratpier.
Although
I summon another Zoodiac.
We have had players like that, especially in Australia.
Yes.
We did have the guy that was that was being Obsidian.
What's his name now?
Shea Obsidian.
Shea Obsidian, yeah.
That's the one.
He was awesome. I
He was
liked that
great.
guy. He was fantastic.
Christopher Matthew.
Is that what his name was?
Yes, it was.
I couldn't
I always remember it because he said it's not Matthews, it's Matthew, and I think that I felt a lot of anger as if that's something that comes up quite a lot.
Right, okay.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
where are we?
Yeah, he was great.
Kazuki?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. And now he needs to mill the fairy tale. Let's see if he can do it.
There's always
The
something.
hope. Ultimate
Hey.
cards.
Oh
my
my
God,
God.
two of them. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah,
Wow. This changes the game completely.
yeah, that was very loud. I think we broke some people's ears.
Yeah.
The tech team are
Sorry,
now
guys.
crying. Jan just looked at me, and if looks could kill. Yeah. Okay. So I like how the end of the mill was just there's two of them.
Yeah. There was nothing and then
Nice.
two fairy tales.
Yeah.
Not even one. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Billy Break is still in it.
Hey. He's definitely looking better now than Bohdan actually, even if he has only 300 life points. So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Play it and pop Thunderblade straight away.
I think he actually basically got it.
So this spell fragrance is stopping barrage right now.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't have any spells, but
He has another anti-spell fragrance, a Terratop and a Rapier.
yeah, that doesn't do too much. It actually doesn't do anything, because Fairy Tail stops the Rapier, and we'll have to see. But that Fairy Tail was clutch, because otherwise now Bohdan was freely able to just combo off and actually win the game. So
There's the snow.
he's definitely not happy about this. There he goes. He's gonna attack over those and pass.
This situation feels really, really Yugi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the last very minute.
Yeah.
I play my Bujinte Kagasuchi. It allows me to mill 5 cards. Oh look, that's Fairy Tale Snow.
My
Boom.
grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Yugi.
Kaiba.
Yugi? Kaiba.
Kaiba. Come on.
No,
Kaiba.
it's Billy Break playing against Yugi.
Oh, okay.
Sorted. I pulled that back from the
Fixed.
brink.
Yeah. My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards. But it does have
Fairy Tale Snow.
Marcello's happy.
No, I am. I'm just really into the game.
Okay, so he's got a bunch of cards he can still banish for Fairy Tale Snow.
Yeah, he has
Wow,
plenty.
what a card! What a card! We like. I'm sure that we went on about this on and on and on and on and on. I can't remember if it's Buckham or Rimini,
Yeah.
but we went on about Fairy Tale Snow. How
yeah.
so good it was.
Yeah, it's literally the card that makes the 60 card decks that good. Like,
Yeah, you got plenty of cards to banish.
yeah, honestly, when I was playtesting against it, especially Infernoids, I wasn't afraid of anything outside of Fairy Tail Snow. And yeah, that's the fear.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, you can't do much about it. Like, and Bohdan had double DD Crow, but he actually used it before, so that's what costed him the game most likely.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wow, I cannot believe that this has just gone on and on and on.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thought it was going to end like 2 or 3 turns in a row, and now here we are.
yeah,
Billy can just keep control. Like he just doesn't
Yeah,
care about those
especially
other
'cause-
2 monsters right now because they have smaller attack points than
Yeah.
his Kagasuchi, so he can just keep on Fairy Tale Snowing anything that's relevant.
It's Kaiju
Yeah.
Slumber set as well.
Yeah.
and that's a good draw. Like,
That's the problem with 1-card combos is if that 1 card gets dealt with,
yeah,
then you got nowhere else to go.
you can use the Slumber. It's pretty good.
Can he slumber whilst there's a Kaiju on
Yeah,
his
yeah,
back
yeah, you
field?
can.
So just why you don't control him?
Yeah, because
No,
no,
you
it's
can slumber, you can always slumber.
it's not
Okay, okay.
simultaneous in the sense like you get to destroy it and then it gets checked. So that's actually a really good card. This Kaguchuzi, of course, protects himself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, the comeback is real.
The comeback.
Wow.
So good.
I just cannot believe that this has just gone on.
It's amazing.
It's
Absolutely
absolutely
amazing.
crazy. How?
Fairy tale. That's how.
Yeah, it is a fairy
The thing
tale.
is, he has 2 fairy tales in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Bohdan's
that's-
DD Crow just means that he...
No, also the fact that Billy chose to let anti-spell still in play gives Bohdan a lot of dead cards from the top of his deck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Good
don't see
shout.
how he can come back, honestly.
Good shout.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see how he's coming back, but still really behind, is the Drowning Mirror Force that we saw while he was shuffling the deck.
Yeah.
That's the only small hope, but still double Fairy Tale Engraved, so that's...
Yeah. You're going to summon those one at a time
Yeah.
and take out that last piece of damage. Billy Break has
What is
300 life
Bohdan
points.
drawn there?
Another Diddy Grow. Wow.
Literally, if he had an Arbor White Rabbit right now.
It's a rapier.
if
Yeah,
he-
but he has a Diddy Grow, so...
He does. Well,
even if-
he drew the rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's anything. Jinzo 7 would kill Billy Break. Like, it's just so close. So yeah, Radpier, I guess. I mean, he's already used this combo, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he can thin.
No,
the
he's
deck.
just sending, like, maybe Barrage,
I
because
was
you
going
don't
to say
want to draw
barrage.
that.
Yeah. Because of the
Yeah.
anti-spell. Yeah, it makes sense. And then yeah, it's gonna get
Yeah.
snowed.
He can Diddy Crow the ear and make him banish, but yeah, are there more 7? Yeah, 3/7, yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, does he get it back in defense mode? Like you get it back in defense mode,
You get
right?
it back in
Just in
defense
case.
mode.
Yeah.
Any other monster you can summon at this point.
I mean, he has to Diddy Crow.
Although Snow has some attack points, doesn't it?
But he has he he has to Diddy
Yeah,
Crow.
1850. Snow's pretty...
He's gonna banish
it's
some
pretty
more
good.
Yeah. But still, 300 life points is terrifying.
Ooh, we're in time.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, but Bohdan actually doesn't have anything, so the game is... Like, I don't know the last card in his hand, but... Terror Shop, yeah, so
Yeah.
the game is actually over. Because he can just attack next turn with everything, unless he wants to play it safe, but... He actually made it, so...
Wow, what a comeback.
Yeah.
Bohdan just like, he absolutely executed his combo perfectly.
He doesn't get his revenge, seems like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bohdan seemed really confident when, you know,
Yeah,
as I said at the start of the
of
match, he
course.
seemed really confident about the fact that he wasn't going to let Billy Break beat him ever again.
Yeah.
That's all of his cards. Wow, poor Bohdan. He's just thinking right now, is this seriously happening to me?
It did.
What did Billy draw into there?
Yeah, Billy doesn't believe the bluff, so... Iron Shake will come, probably. Let's see. He
Oh,
does.
maybe. Who? What? No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good game.
And handshake.
He's gonna flip the anti-spell and just... Yeah.
Yep. There it is. And there's the
Oh.
handshake. Wow. Absolutely. Just wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, what a game. Let's talk a little bit more about that in our post-match discussion.